Good morning, new 1%. It's your boy Boomin coming at you with yet another video, guys. We're talking about Cardano today. Let's get right into the show. We got Senator Loomis here, Charles Hoskinson's good friend, and Wyoming Senator. Wyoming, beautiful place. I still have to go visit. I hear there's a lot of open land, a lot of places to farm, so definitely pretty nice. Senator Loomis calls for the U.S. government to sell its gold and buy Bitcoin. I would wholeheartedly agree. Let's take a listen.
You know, we got off the gold standard a long time ago. My question is how much you would spend tax dollars at a time where we're talking about trying to reduce costs. How much would you spend on Bitcoin as part of this reserve?
We wouldn't have to spend any new dollars. We have reserves at our 12 Federal Reserve banks, including gold certificates that could be converted to current fair market value. They're held at their 1970s value on the books, and then sell them into Bitcoin. That way, we wouldn't have to use any new dollars in order to establish this reserve. The United States already holds over 200,000 Bitcoin in the asset forfeiture funds. So that would be the initial source of Bitcoin. So no new money spent on this reserve.
You know, we got off the gold standard a long time ago.
And I think that would obviously be wise, just to sell some, just so that we can have a little bit of Bitcoin in reserve, because you never know. I mentioned in my last video here, the Vechain video that I did earlier, that this current administration has now legitimized crypto. And people really don't understand how big that is and what's going on behind the scenes. I think this bull run could possibly be like nothing we've ever seen before, guys. And I'm not even trying to be hyperbolic or, shilling. Everyone knows I'm a Cardano shill, all right? I'm not, but I truly do believe that if things go right, we could see a super cycle and we could see something that would change the world forever. And in my previous video, I'm going to say the same thing that I'm saying now, guys. The wealth gap, especially for people who don't own crypto right now, especially for people who don't own assets right now, the wealth gap, I just feel sorry for people. I feel bad for them because they're not going to be able to make it. And if things happen that I think are going to happen in these next few years, some people are just going to get left behind. Some people are just going to get left behind, guys. And I've stopped evangelizing to my friends and family. I don't talk about crypto no more. They're probably going to, once Bitcoin reaches $100,000, they're probably going to, try to talk to me about it, and I'm just not gonna answer them because they should have bought a long time ago. Not saying it's too late now, but they truly don't know what's happening, and it's definitely gonna be interesting. Let's go ahead and move on. We got some Bitcoin OS news. Shout out to Bitcoin OS. Can't wait till they integrate into Cardano. Bitcoin OS will allow you to cryptographically move your Bitcoin into Cardano or have Cardano smart contracts execute on Bitcoin. This flexibility allows Cardano, arguably the best smart contract layer for Bitcoin.
Within just a few months, Cardano had gone from seeing what we had done to announcing that they were going to be doing a deep integration, allowing you to now think of Bitcoin as this ledger system and Cardano as this execution system. So you can move your BTC into Cardano and you can execute there, or you can have the smart contracts on Cardano and have them execute on Bitcoin. This is a much tighter coupling between this system, which has been designed in many ways to be the best smart contract layer for Bitcoin because it's UTXO based instead of account based. So this robust smart contract layer is now sort of pairing up with this vast asset, which is BTC, and the ledger that makes it possible.
So the reason why Cardano was created was to become a better Bitcoin. Okay, we have a lot of things that we use now that are in Bitcoin already, like the UTXO, the unspent transaction output. We've extended that. We've created the extended UTXO in Cardano. We were always made to integrate into Bitcoin. That's always been the main goal of Cardano, and we have accomplished that, guys. We are now a better Bitcoin. This is crazy. So now we can have smart contracts on Bitcoin. We have DeFi on Bitcoin now through Cardano. And we're just getting started. That's why, guys, I'm telling you right now, I don't believe that this is all the bull run has to offer. I think we're gonna have a super cycle that it has not been seen in the history of pumping, in the history of markets. The US government has just legitimized crypto and wants to make America the #1 crypto ecosystem in the world. Guys, it's wraps. If you've been holding, if you've been 10 toes down, if you've been stacking, staking, and chilling, as long as you don't blow it all during the bull market, as long as you be safe, you have price targets, and you don't FOMO, I don't see how there's any way you can't get rich. That might be hyperbolic. I might not be able to say that, allowed to say that. I'm just a guy on YouTube, but I think this is going to be bigger than people think. And then finally, guys, just more news on the XRP Cardano cooperation here. Charles Hoskinson talks to Bragg, Arlinghouse, David Schwartz, and now Jed McCaleb. So talking about midnight and XRP, that would be amazing. Now we're starting to have interoperability with Cardano. They just had a talk, Cardano and Polkadot yesterday. Go ahead and check that out. Now we're partnering with XRP. We're partnering with Bitcoin. Interoperability for Cardano is here. Guys, I really don't know what else to say here. I'm just sitting and waiting and hoping that the decisions that we've made for these past 4 years pay off, and I truly do think they will. I love y'all. Keep chopping wood. I will talk to you guys soon with the Vechain and Cardano updates. Have an amazing day. Goodbye.